On behalf of the good team at EVES to our auction room, and of course to our owners, welcome to you, and may I extend the hand of gratitude for entrusting the exceptional team here at EVES with the marketing of your very fine property. It's certainly been our great privilege. Leading our auction team today, we're joined by the absolutely fabulous our agency manager Nikki Tracy. Assisting on the technology, we have the wonderful Natasha Allen. Now Natasha, well, she will be displaying feats of both numerical and technological dexterity, as Natasha is in charge of the all-important bidding sequences, which you will see on screen beside me here. The astute among you will know by now that Louis MacDonald is my name, and it's an absolute pleasure to be conducting proceedings, but more simply here in the capacity to guide you good folk on your journey to ownership. And of course, Mr. Carl Leafley, our lead agent for the property in question, well, Carl will have been very diligent in furnishing you with documentation which will aid in your purchasing decision here this afternoon. Among that documentation, Carl will have supplied you with a copy of the Real Estate Authority's approved guide to sale and purchase agreements. He will also have supplied you with a copy of the auction terms and particulars from which we work, and to those terms and particulars I shall take you now, good folk, as we run through the conduct of auction. It will come as no surprise to you that our owners, well, they offer up the property subject to that confidential written reserve price. Subject to that reserve price being reached, I'm permitted to sell the property to the highest bidder among you. Our owners, well, they have granted me that exclusive right as the auctioneer to place bids on their behalf. That is what we refer to as the vendor bid. Any vendor bids I do place, well, they will be clearly identified too as such. Ironically, I shall use the term vendor bid. Any vendor bids that I do place, well, they will only ever occur well below that reserve price where the property is clearly not for sale. Now, bidders and buyers, as the auctioneer, may execute my right to refuse a bid. I do not claim it to be in the very, very best interests of our owners. If a dispute during the bidding happens to arise, I shall simply arbitrate that dispute. Alas, I shall be your numerical conductor throughout the sweet symphony of the bidding. Follow my lead along to the grand finale of the call, which will be signified by the percussive beat of my gavel coming down in the rostrum like so. If you so happen to find yourself in that very, very, very fortunate position of holding the highest bid, well, congratulations, you are deemed to be our purchaser. Your obligations are therefore twofold. Sign your name on the memorandum of contract and pay a deposit of an easy 10% of the purchase price. Good folks, bidders and buyers, at this juncture it would be ample if you do have any questions pertaining to the conduct of auction. Jolly good. I shall take your silence as consent as we move toward our offering here today. Brought to the rostrum by Mr. Carl Leafley of 48 Church Street of Onerahi, more formally described as an estate in cross-lease freehold, being flat 1 deposit plan 89258, instrument L. 0.586496.1, with the term being 999 years as from including the 11th of the 5th, 1979, together with a fee simple 1/2 share in 996 square metres, more or less, as we say, being lot 53, deposit plan 76602. That is fully contained and described on that record of title volume NA46B folio 586 of the North Auckland Land Registry. Vacant possession, well, it is on offer on that settlement date described as 40 working days from the date of this agreement, or by mutual agreement by both parties. The settlement date is flexible with our owners there. Accordingly, we look toward the offering here. The offering most certainly suits the category as what could be described as a dream home, nestled in the heart of Whangarei's only city coastal suburb of Onerahi, where elevated living takes on a whole new dimension. Thoughtfully designed across multiple levels, offering the ideal haven for both large families or those treasured elderly relatives seeking comfort and space. As you step inside, you will be greeted by the harmonious blend of form and function. The spacious open plan living and dining areas bask in natural light, creating an inviting atmosphere and effortlessly encourages togetherness. The interior exudes a sense of airy sophistication, making every moment spent here a delightful experience. At the heart of the home, discover a kitchen that is nothing short of ingenious. Every detail has been carefully curated to enhance the culinary journey throughout, creating an inviting atmosphere that effortlessly encourages aesthetics and practicality. Whether it's a grand family feast or that intimate dinner, the kitchen is the perfect stage for your culinary creations. For those seeking additional dimension of privacy, an oasis for guests or those treasured relatives, well, that awaits via the 4th bedroom, complete with the second bathroom and adjoining utility room. Alas, the true star of the show is most certainly the captivating panorama that graces this home's views from the mesmerising Whangarei harbour embrace you from both directions, painting a picturesque backdrop that changes with the winds and of the tides and the dance of the sunlight. In this elevated haven, every facet of modern living is meticulously crafted to cater to your desires. Space, comfort and elegance is what is on offer, seamlessly intertwined together, creating a residence that is not just a house, but truly is a sanctuary for you and your loved ones. Experience the pinnacle of coastal city living, where elevated design meets the art of relaxation. Bidders and buyers, I am simply in your hands, a wonderful property for your consideration. As I welcome your participation, I look to the floor now for that opening bid, that opening offer. Certainly aware of those not in room, eagerly waiting for this property passing. So I look to you now for that cash unconditional interest. Surely $500,000 to get us underway. Mere 500,000 would be the figure to start. Not the figure to end, but a figure to start here for 48 Church Street. First call. Rather hear from you than me. Second call. Otherwise we pass in and we move into that deep dark abyss of the conditional market, for I promise you will not enjoy it there. Third and final opportunity. But before I pass it in, I'll place a second vendor bid on behalf of our owners at 550,000 and make it very clear they're happy to remain our owners at 550,000. Interest north of that, come and speak to Carl, as it seems that you'd rather speak to him today than me. But I cannot blame you for a moment. But before I pass it in, I will let you know that I do check rejection very personally indeed. Well, that concludes our auction here at EVES Whangarei. Thank you very much for attendance. I hope to see a sold sign on 48 Church Street very, very soon. Good afternoon.